Hello, my name's Jack Huffman. I'm getting ready to walk from Dana Strands Beach, California, all the way to Washington, D.C., helping our veterans, the Fallen and Wounded Soldiers Fund, and attempting for a world record run.
My name is Nate Gardin. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Life Skills Village and the President of Mind Health Group. And today we'll be talking with Jack about how his mission will help increase awareness and bring light and motivate individuals struggling with disability. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you. Nice to be here.
It's great to have you here. So, taking a look at your site and being familiar in the past with some of your walks prior to it's very motivating to me personally as someone who enjoys walking. Tell us a little about how you got the idea to start this in the first place and what you're hoping to accomplish with it.
Well, initially I started doing this because I was overweight myself, unhealthy, just kind of unhappy, and decided to make a life change, start eating well, start exercising, and it started with just walking just a few miles a day. And it slowly grew very, very quickly before I was walking 40 miles a day. And I finally gotten in good enough shape that I'd always wanted to chase that childhood dream of walk across America. I was never really expecting it to inspire people like it has, but it's been an incredible journey.
Great. And how did you decide to make it a mission outside of personal, but to help others by doing it in support of a cause? What drove you to that?
Well, I believe that everybody deserves a chance to chase their dreams. My first walk, I walked for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. That the kids should have their chance to be able to chase their dreams. And I've helped the D-Man Foundation and the Fallen and Wounded Soldiers Fund. The veterans have given us all the opportunity to, chase our dreams.
And how do you hope this inspires people that may be dealing with challenges, whether it's an illness or whether it's an injury, a soldier or someone that's never served, but a civilian that's struggling with disability? How do you hope this inspires them?
Well, just to get up and keep moving and keep going. Uh, we Sorry.
That's okay. You can't get away from it. It's 2024.
Right. Um, but to just have everybody really be able to pursue their goals and know that it's going to be hard, but to keep going.
Right. It's a very valuable and important lesson, and there are a lot of people out there I think that need that motivation and support. Now your cell phone was going off, so I guess it brings me. I took a look at the web page and I see this. You have contraptions that you travel with, and it's fascinating to me, and I think it'll be fascinating to others to understand how you prep and what is what does this look like for you every day? You're walking. How are you eating? How are you drinking? And I saw in your contraption you have all sorts of cameras and things.
Yes, yeah,
Technology.
I'll be taking a disability stroller that is loaded with three different types of energy sources. I have a camping battery, a generator, a solar battery, time-lapse cameras, so that I can keep the communities involved in with what I'm doing. I'll be running a live GPS, so everybody will know where I'm at all the time. All the camping supplies that one would need: tent, sleeping bag, food, water, all that. Um, but it's really it's just really about to just keep moving out there. My days are just endless miles of just keep going and going, and I mean, lots of peanut butter.
For the energy. So you have your generator, which is, I guess, powering up the tech equipment that we can't live without in the
Right.
21st century here in 2024. So what do you do for food and water? How does that work?
Well, I'm at the mercy of a lot of the small town gas stations, so I can grab what I can grab, but I try to carry as much peanut butter as I can, water, a lot of dry goods. The desert gets really hot, so I can't really take a whole lot of like fresh fruits and vegetables and things like that. So it's
So you're really making yourself accessible using technology today and using those supports, and you're I imagine you'll be doing some live streams and you'll be on social media. What social media are you planning on being engaged with?
Facebook, Instagram. I have my website, jackswalk.com. And just try to just stay interactive with people, try to keep them as much involved in the adventure of what's going on. I'll be running a time-lapse camera it'll kind of show the road every single day. I'll post that video out every day, and just kind of show like our beautiful country. It has so much to offer.
Do you do video vlogs or podcasts while you're actually walking and
I
pushing the
do,
thing?
yeah. I'll continue to create videos and photos. I try to capture as much as I can, but there's so much out there you can't capture it all.
That's amazing. It's really quite an adventure. And because you're so accessible and you have this GPS, are there people that come out and meet with you and engage with you and walk with
Yeah,
you?
I mean, the communities are absolutely incredible. I have so many people come out in support and they want to come out and just say hi. And they're willing to donate. They bring food, they bring water, they bring clothes, they bring anything and anything that they think that I might need. And I mean, I'm just overwhelmed with people's generosity and kindness across America. They come just, I mean, with just beautiful stories of their lives.
Do they walk with you as well?
I have had people walk with me. They usually don't go too far with me, but
What sort of pace are you keeping? Is it a speed walk, a casual stroll?
well,
Does it
I
depend?
normally walk, which anywhere from between 3 and 5 miles per hour. This one, I'm just because I'm chasing the world record, I'll be looking to push it more towards 6 and 7 miles per hour, or anywhere up to 20 hours a day.
Wow, so that's a good clip. I could see why many people wouldn't be able to necessarily keep pace with you
Yeah.
unless they've been prepping themselves for this trip like you have. And and so I know you try and keep this really a pure trip and a walk. So you use no support vehicles. There's
No,
no RVs. There's no way stations here and there. Where
no,
are you
I have
sleeping?
my
How's the
support at
walking?
home,
The support at home.
but I carry like my tent and sleeping bag with me, and I tend to sleep right on the side of the highways, cemeteries, churches, parks, parking lots. I mean, wherever I get tired, I don't always have the ability to make it to a motel or hotel
Mhm.
to get rest. You know, I'm anything over 50 miles a day, and I'm like, okay, that's it.
You're
So
done. Just
I'm
lay down in
done.
the
So
sleeping bag
side of
and
the
you're out.
road. Yep.
And probably sleep like a baby too
Oh
after all
yeah.
that
Out.
walking. That's really amazing and inspiring. We work a lot here at Life Skills Village with individuals that are on journeys as well, and I think this is very inspirational for some. That you may have a mission. You're not a trained walker. You had said that your story started out being overweight and being unhealthy and out of shape, and I think if any of us said, "Oh, we want to walk across the country," we find out pretty quickly we can't. But you are just a normal guy like
Just
anyone
no.
else.
Right.
And somehow you managed to do that. And I find that story inspiring where we work with individuals, many who have catastrophic injury and illness, and they're on a journey and it's a hard journey. And
Right.
it's just as hard as walking maybe. They're creating new lives for themselves. They're learning how to do things again that maybe they took for granted. We learned as kids how to walk, but now as an adult, you're learning how to walk again. And I see a lot of parallels, and I see where this trip that you're on is really can be inspirational for this crew. Do you have? I know you walk for wounded warriors. Do you have a lot of vets that come out and talk to you?
I have tons of vets that come out and show their support. They just love America. We've been able to raise over $257,000 for the Fallen and Wounded Soldiers Fund this time,
It's amazing.
and just getting started.
It's amazing. What have you heard? Is there any story? I know you must meet thousands of individuals on this amazing journey. Are there any stories that helped inspire you on this? Individual stories you may have heard on your travels that help inspire you and give you the energy to continue doing this?
I had a gentleman in Strawtown, Indiana. I met him while I was just walking by. He came out, brought me some food and water, and I went to sleep at a nearby nature preserve. I woke up and there was a can of Coke, a Pop-Tart, a letter, and a shell casing from his father's 21 gun salute that said, you know, please carry my father with you. And I mean, I've had officers rip their brothers' names tags right off of their uniforms and like, take my brother with you. I'm just so honored that people would allow me to take them, take their family with me on their journeys.
Yeah, it's very, people are connecting.
Yes.
It's very important. It's very important. And what is your goal for this year as far as fundraising?
Oh,
And
hopefully we can raise $500,000.
$500,000. And how do people donate and continue to participate and
They
support
can
this
donate
goal?
at jackswalk.com, JXWALK. We're allowing people to sponsor miles along the way. We have over 290 miles sponsored and over 257,000 raised.
It's an amazing start, and I hope you break a record with your fundraising due to the importance of these organizations just as much as you break a record for the walk. So you're starting in
March 14th.
March 14th, and from
Dana Strands Beach, California.
Dana Strands Beach. So March 14th, we're in Michigan right now. The
Yeah.
weather's iffy over here.
So it'll be 3 a.m. here, 4 a.m., 3 a.m.
3 a.m. So you're starting at midnight.
I'm starting at midnight, yes, on March 14th.
Is there a big send-off party?
There probably won't be. I'm not really looking for that. I just kind of keep it quiet, and I'm looking to get like out of the city, before morning traffic comes.
California traffic.
Yes.
Yes, I certainly understand that. And so you're starting, the weather will be much nicer. And then how long do you anticipate this journey will take you?
Right around 50 days.
50 days. So coming into the spring, and you're ending in?
Washington, D.C. I'll be finishing at the Capitol building in Washington, D.C.
Amazing, amazing. And there I'm hoping we have a big greeting party.
Yes, yes.
Help promote some awareness.
Yeah.
So planning on coming out. And so you're starting, it's a little cool here, and I guess by the time, so you're thinking towards
the end of April.
End of April?
Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to finish, I think, by the April 30th.
How many states is your
walk? 13 states.
Do you have your path in stone already, or are there things that would make you vary the routes?
I do have my path pretty well set. It does stay somewhat fluid. Google will tend to send me off into some interesting paths where I'm like, no, I'm not going down there today, Google. Sorry.
So you go through the desert on this journey as well. How is that?
I actually really enjoy the desert. I'm hoping. I was out there during the super bloom in 2019, and they're predicting a really big super bloom this year in the desert. But it's really incredible to be able to watch the Milky Way go by throughout the night. Like I'll walk all night and just watch the Milky Way go overhead.
Oh, beautiful clear skies, right?
Beautiful clear
skies. No light
skies.
pollution.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. And then how is it? Does your path take you through major metropolitan areas? Are you going
I
through big
try
cities?
to avoid the major cities, but I will be going through a few like Phoenix and Indianapolis. Of course, into Washington, D.C. But for the most part, I do try to avoid the bigger cities. They're just harder for me to maneuver and keep a higher pace.
Right, right. Too many traffic lights and other people and cars to watch out for. So is it mostly, are you seeing Are you seeing America?
Rural yes.
America?
I'll be traveling through 143 cities.
143 cities.
Cities, towns, villages.
A lot of farming, a lot of desert, a lot of open space.
Yeah, lots of open space, lots of farm fields, lots of desert, lots of mountains. But we've had a really good response from the communities. We've reached out to every city that I'll be traveling through and had a really good response from these cities that they want to offer all their support. And we have a Purple Light initiative to light these cities up in purple. People, just their porch lights, even to fly purple ribbons or bows in order to signify for our soldiers to come home.
That's amazing.
Leave the porch light on.
That's amazing. And they'll be able to follow your path and know when to light the lamps based on following the blog and your website?
They're already working on it. Yes. Yep.
And that site again?
Jackswalk.com. JXWALK.
Jackswalk.com. And so you'll be able to link to all the social media. You'll be able to track your progress from that website. Yeah. It's truly, truly inspirational. Working with individuals that are struggling on these journeys, it inspires me as a provider to continue working on, and I know your story will inspire some of our clients and patients as well, and I know they'll be very curious about it, and I'm hopeful we can have some engagement there as well, and it can help motivate and demonstrate and show people that really if you set your mind to something, you can really accomplish anything. One last item of curiosity. So you mentioned a world record. So how does that work? Are
Yes.
they there? Do they come out, Guinness Book? And
I have to record this in 3 separate ways. So I'll have the time-lapse video, I'll have the GPS locations. I have 2 different trackings of the GPS. So, the time-lapse is basically to show that I've never been in a car or anything like that. And they do the world record by the average miles per day. So you could do 2,000 or 4,000 miles, but that daily average needs to be above 55.
okay, so that's the record.
55 miles a day is the record.
Exactly 55 miles a day?
I think so. If I get 55 miles a day, I'll have the record. And regardless of when I finish, because it might be April 30th, May 1st, somewhere in that area,
And it's the average of 55
average
miles
of
a day.
55 miles a day.
I'm guessing you've encountered some weather at times on your journeys.
Absolutely. Tornadoes and rain.
Tornadoes.
I have, yeah,
What
through
do you do?
Tennessee.
What do you do?
I just hunkered down at a gas station for a couple hours. It passed through like a couple miles north of me, and then I got to walk through there later. All the trees were ripped out of the ground,
Wow.
everything. And
How do you know? How do you keep up with the weather? Is that an app that you're using on your mission?
I get the national weather alerts. They come through. They're like, "Hey, take cover."
They cover. All right.
But
Well,
a lot of just try to push through it anyway, though. All those storms.
my hope for you is not to encounter any of
I hope
that
so as
on
well
this
too.
trip, and
Yeah.
I hope it's an easy journey and the weather's pleasant every day, and it rains the perfect amount every day. And so, what do you? I'm not really going in order. I'm just so fascinated by this. So, what do you do? So, how do you care for yourself? Showers and other things along the way.
I'm kind of at the mercy of the road. People are very generous to offer me places to stay and showers, and I do grab the occasional shower along the way. But just baby wipes. Just try to keep basic clean.
All right. That's an amazing journey. I wish you the best of luck. I'm hopeful that this helps promote and raise awareness for the wonderful organizations. It raises awareness for individuals with disabilities that are struggling with confidence and knowing that they can be great again, that they can be themselves again, that they can do things that no one's done. And I'm hopeful that this is really an inspiration to them all. And then most foremost, that you continue to be able to raise money for these wonderful organizations and hopefully have a high impact there. I appreciate you coming out
Well,
today.
thank you, Nate. I
Thank
really
you so
appreciate
much,
it.
Jack.